Hello, every Sunday I sit down and talk about my journey to physical fitness, which is alongside my journey to financial independence. This week I decided to go more of a vlog style just in time for the busiest work week I've had in I think maybe, actually, I guess not that long, but I was super busy all week, so I only got a few clips here and there. I'll throw them all together and then we can reflect on the numbers at the end. I also am feeling like absolute garbage today, so bear with me here, and we will get through it together. Here's my week.
Good morning. It is a Monday morning, like 6:30 a.m. I'm going to be working out of the house all week, and that is when it is hardest for me to keep up on financial goals, weight loss goals, everything, because when I'm out and running around New York City, it is so easy to just like pop in and grab something from a deli or whatever, fast food. So my goal this week is to stay focused on my intentions. So I got up really early. I need to be at work in Manhattan at 8 a.m. So I got up at 6. I made myself breakfast. I made myself coffee. And I'm sitting, eating breakfast and coffee before I go. So that way I'm not tempted to stop and pop in on the way. I have snacks in my backpack for eating like a small lunch. And then I'll come home for dinner. So we'll see how I do. I grew up in California for the first like 23 years of my life, and today is a warmer January day in New York. It's like 30 degrees out, and this is the enemy of my kilometer challenge for real. It's cold. My nose is cold. These long work days make it difficult to like check in throughout the day like I wanted. So it's Tuesday. I'm on my way in again to work. Normally I work from home like 4 days a week, but I decided to start doing these like mini check-in vlogs throughout the week. Like the busiest week I've had in a while, which is bad timing, but I'm getting off the train a little earlier and walking a bit to get some steps in, get some kilometers in really. On my way in to the different stores that I'm going into this week. And that usually goes well for me because it just kind of folds into part of my day. Normally me and Shay like to go on little walks in the morning, but I'm getting up at 6, out the door by 7 this week, so it's just not going to happen. Shay's not waking up till I'm already leaving, so doing all right. I packed my snack again. I'll try to remember to show it around midday when I pull it out. Had the same breakfast as yesterday. Things going well, even though it's busy. All right, it is Friday, and I'm going to be totally real. Today and yesterday, so Thursday and Friday, you know the days, I haven't done any of my kilometers or anything, so that's not good. So I think tonight me and Shay are going to go on a date and go shopping, and I think I'm going to intentionally get some extra steps in while doing that to try to help offset the fact that I've just been so busy. I've been working like 10, 12-hour days, so I've been staying within my calorie goals for the most part, or at least pretty near. Even if I'm picking up convenience food, I'm trying to make good choices. I'll like try to do a wrap up at the end of the week. This week got away from me, so starting the vlog style videos on the week where I'm so busy was a choice that I made. Maybe not the good one. So I'll see what I can do steps wise, and then I'll do a wrap up of my food. Tomorrow I should be able. I'll take a long walk tomorrow and try to offset some of the days that I missed. I'm lucky that I live in a really rad neighborhood that I like walking in. So got some work to do this weekend to make up for it, but I think we'll be all right. This was today's walk. Let's come in to get things at a Kenny's storage locker, because I am nice. It's my physical activity for the day. Vlogging.
You can see it was a little inconsistent this week, is I think the nicest way to put it. I know that when I am out and about working in the world, or even just out and about doing fun things in the world, it's harder for me to stick to the consistency that I like in my goals. So we'll take a look at the numbers, we'll see how it went. But overall, I would like to say, for my own, when I'm watching this back later, we did a good job this week. Even though it wasn't perfectly in line with how I would have hoped it would go, did way, way, way better than I would have on any other week without the preparation and the intentionality that I put into the goals this week. So, good job. All right, let's take a look at the weight. So overall, we are down. I am down. We, the collective we, are down to 8.8 pounds overall. Yesterday morning, I weighed in at 233.4. We are fast approaching 10 pounds down overall. And we have continued the journey of consistent downward trend, which feels absolutely wacky, I gotta say. This is going well. Dare I say it's going well. The kilometers, I did not do as well as I did in the previous week, but again, this is the first month of a full year-long challenge, so some days are going to be up, some days are going to be down, some weeks are going to be up, some weeks are going to be down. Last week, I had gotten up to 34 kilometers. This past week, we were up 12. Now we're at 46 kilometers. Again, the goal for the kilometers is 1,025 in the year 2025. So in 2024, I only hit 500, so it's a lofty goal. I really think I can do it, but it's going to be some work. And this week was a tough one. And with how I'm feeling today, I don't think I'm going to get out and get many steps out in the wild. It's also supposed to snow 5 inches, so, that's why we put in the good weeks to make sure that on the weeks that are like where I'm sick and it's snowing, maybe we, don't get as many in. But we'll see. I'll do what I can. So I have 979 kilometers left to go in the goal. My daily average so far is 2.56 a day, which is not terrible. And then to hit my goal for the every day for the rest of the year, I need to average 2.82. So gotta step my game up. That's not great. We'll take a look. We'll see. We can get there. All right. Average daily steps last week in January were 6,424. This week, they were 6,788. That is plus 364. As you saw, I was out in the world. I was out running around. I was working. I was on my feet all day, which is not, I'm very much someone who works at a desk nowadays. So I had my steps up more than usual, which I kind of figured was going to happen, which is great. My calories, last week, the average for January was 1713. This week, it was 1752, so that's up 39 on average a day. But again, under 1800, I feel good about the average. That's the goal, is to keep it under 1800. So I'm feeling great about that. The calories, I went over a few times this week. I went out to dinner with everyone who was in town from work. We hosted my brother over for football last night. We had nachos for dinner, just things like that. So as long as my average is under 1800, I feel good about it. My water was down last week. My average for January last week was 62.5. This week it was 54.4. That's the nature of being out and about in the world, unfortunately, is that I just lose track. I just lose track of water. I get worried about bringing my water bottle around with me, and then I shut it down places and just forget to drink. I also don't, as part of my tracking of water, I'm not tracking like coffee and other drinks and stuff that I have throughout the day. And when I'm out like at the office and out in the world in stores and stuff, I'm drinking a lot more coffee and beverages of some kind. So I just don't count it because I want to be more intentional with the literal actual water. So I'm having more liquid than this, I promise, just so you know. But yeah, overall, I feel like it was a generally successful week. I am glad that I set myself up for success, and I did what I could to keep myself aligned with my goals. And I'm also not at all surprised that my body is now exhausted and shutting down, because it was a long couple of weeks as we move through now we're out of the holiday season. I then had another busy day, and now it's, January every year is always the time that I get sick. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go lay down and rest my body and wait for the snow to come. So I hope you all had a wonderful week. I hope your goals were successful. I hope you feel good about how you did. And if not, next week is a new one, and we can always start again.